everything. My honorable parliamentarian. Thank you very much. Vice Chancellor, the CEO of Students' Loans Authority, Honorable Members Present, the Reverend, students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. First, let me take this opportunity to thank the Vice Chancellor for physically being present at this occasion. I've visited quite a number of universities. We meet the school authorities at their board meetings. And this exceptional Vice Chancellor has taken time to be physically present. Thank you. I also take the opportunity to thank LSRC for organizing this program and also inviting me to speak on entrepreneurship. Today's work, I think, has been easy for me because the first speaker, the Reverend, when he delivered his address or speech, I asked myself, if we have this person on this campus, why then invite Agyapong? But I also thought that, look, variety is also important. Probably you wanted to hear and get new ideas also from me. But indeed, Reverend, thank you very much. You've tackled the topic. You know, when he was speaking, narrating his story about his humble beginnings, it reminded me of my humble beginning as well. A young boy, a village boy from Asendompen, sat the common entrance 3 times. Why 3 times? In the village, people were scared, or students were scared, even to choose the so-called famous schools. So the first common entrance, when I was in Form 2, I passed, and I was supposed to go to Dunkwa. My father was a teacher in Kumasi. When he heard Dunkwa, Honorable, forgive me, that's where he's from. My father said no. The second time, Form 3, I chose Asim Mansu. When I passed, he came back and said, no, you cannot go to Asim Mansu. I didn't understand. Then, when I was in Form 4, he came all the way from Kumasi to fill the common entrance forms. And there were 3 choices: first choice, second choice, third choice. And he wrote first choice at the Sunday College, second choice at the Sunday College, third choice at the Sunday College. So, a village boy, I didn't understand why my father was insisting on the Sunday College. So, I finally got admission to Saudi College. And when I went there, the first day, I took my trunk and chop box. I took a taxi from Cape Coast because that time from Asim Fosu to Cape Coast, today because of the road, the nature of the road, it takes you about 45 minutes. That time, a champion's time, 45 minutes, that time was 4 hours. The road was so bad, it was so dusty. When I got to Agyapong College, and I was taking my trunk and chop box from the taxi, a senior saw me and called me, "Hey, come here." I went, then he asked me, "What is your name?" I said, "Kwame Agyapong." "Where are you from?" No, I was fortunate not to have mentioned Asindop. I said, Asimfosu. Why I'm fortunate is that even Asimfosu, he didn't know where Asimfosu was. So he asked me, "Where is Asimfosu?" You know, I only have to give description. But when he saw my face, my hair, the black hair was brown because of the road. He looked at me and said, "You are what? Kwame Agyapong. A fumo, a fumo." In the class, you know, we had students from Radiant Way Association, Morning Star, all kinds of international schools in Accra and Kumasi. And that village boy, I was tall, so I was behind. Any new master who comes to the class will ask everybody to introduce himself. And when it gets to me, all these young guys will turn around. When I mention my name, Kwame Agyapong, Efuomo, Anu Blofu Cheme. They were teasing us, those of us from the rural areas. And with hard work, here we are today. So I see myself in reference. And I got opportunity to come to Accra because fortunately my father and my mother divorced. I say fortunately, because if they had not divorced, I would have been at a symptom to A. But, you know, my mother came to Accra, married a new man, and I had the opportunity to come to Accra. And what my mother was doing was trading. She was trading just here. It's not too far from here, Okanshi. And what I normally do after school, I was in Form 3 when I came to Accra. I will select some of the items that my mother was selling in a box. And I can walk from Okanshi to Kokomlemle, Challenge Bookshop, that's where we live. I can walk from Okanshi to Bubuashi, hawking on the street. Yes, pick a chocolate, Nazet, yes, raw. Yes, pick a chocolate, Nazet, yes, raw. Those were the items on the board. So when I see my beautiful lady here, I will approach her and say, yes, pick it. I remember one night, we come home around 5 to eat, then we go back 6:30 because Kokomlemle, Adabraka, and Circle, there were so many hotels. And I remember one of them, Princeway Hotel. One night we went to Princeway Hotel, and you know, those days, they had blue lights. Yeah, disco lights. And there was a lady, there was a guy chatting now, you know, some ladies, and we went there. Yes, speaking chocolate. So she got annoyed and reported to the owner. I stepped out, but my stepbrother was not fortunate. He's called Opong. Now he's a reverend minister. And they actually beat the hell out of him. Yeah, because, when I'm in John, he's spoiling somebody's connection. So we went through all this. After Form 5, I went to Winnipeg Secondary School from Asado College. When I was in 6th, I was selling Peugeot parts. I'll go to Nigeria, bring Peugeot parts by road. We come all the way to Badagry to Lomé, Dahomey, then Lomé, Aflao, and Accra. And the spare parts dealers were around Adabraka here, behind Nigeria Airways. That's where I had my customers. And I'll go and do business. Until I went to Germany. In Germany, I was washing plates. I managed to go to America and started working at the bakery, Zaro Bakery. I graduated to get another job, gas station, the filling stations you have here. So I have 2 jobs, Zaro Bakery and a gaseteria, gas station. We continued. Then I bought my first taxi. I became a taxi driver. And within 7 months, I had 8 taxis. People were driving for me. Because every day, those days, I was saving $100 a day. So 30 days, whether Monday to Sunday, no day, I don't break. I save $100 a day. $3,000 a month. Then I'll go to auction, buy a taxi, Chevy Caprice or Chevy Impala. And in America, if you are driving those days, if you are not careful, you'll be shot easily. So they normally put a bulletproof as a partition between the driver and the passenger. So I'll buy this from Camden Town in New Jersey and do the insurance, the partition. Then I'll give the car to a driver. A driver pays $40 a day and 7 days. I don't want no stories. If you are coming to give me story, it means the car has broken down and it needs to be fixed. If you don't tell me this, no excuse. $280 a week. So with 7 taxis, including mine, which was 8, I bought my first house for my mother at East Legon. At that time, I gave the money to Azuma Nelson and his manager, Mr. Asa. That time, they had thrown out my stepfather and my mother from their residence, where Jubilee House is. It was WO's quarters. And they moved them. So when I heard of it, I had saved $16,000. So I gave it to Azuma Nelson and his manager to come and make a deposit. And Mr. Assad did very well. He actually went around with my parents to look for a house for them. And the cost was $24,000 in 1988. So when he called me and said, we'll have a place for your mother, I sent the $8,000 as well. So my first house in Ghana here was 1987. I was 27 years. Wow. So I'm sharing this with you to give you encouragement that sky is the limit. And whatever you dream of and take action with it, trust me, one day you'll be somebody. Every individual here can be an entrepreneur. Nobody is born entrepreneur. It's never true. But it is an individual's vision, individual's ambition, individual's dream that will make you become an entrepreneur. So what should be your dream and your strategy? I'll give you 4 and 5. 5 areas. And I've given it acronym called GOSPA. G stands for goals. O stands for objective. S stands for strategy. P stands for planning. And A stands for activity. This should be a dream for any of the students here who wants to become an entrepreneur. Then I'll give you, before I come to the practical, let me give you or do a little academic exercise with you. You need, if you want to be an entrepreneur or entrepreneur, you should have certain qualities. And there are 7 qualities. Which are 1, vision. 2, courage. 3, integrity. 4, humility. 5, foresight. 6, focus. And 7, cooperation. Let me touch on each a little bit. Who has a vision? The one who has a vision is the one who foresees the future and how it becomes to him. But I'm saying that, look, I have a vision. My vision is my dream that one day I want to own businesses. And how I'm going to get these businesses done. I have to look into the future. I have to look for opportunities. Areas that are empty or you have vacuums. You fill those vacuums with your dreams. When you are able to do that, and say that I was born and bred from a poor home, but I always made sure I turned around my negatives to be blessing. My negatives in life always gave me a challenge. When I fall, I say that I'm not going to fall again, and I'll rise up. This is how you have to psych your mind. The vision will come with a lot of challenges, but you need to be courageous. That's the second point. Courageous. Who are those people who have the courage? The ones who have the courage are the ones who are ready to take risk.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we bring the music down even as we wrap up? Can we bring the music down as we wrap up? Bring it down. Bring it down. I'll give you the chance to do this, please. I'll give you the chance to do this. I'll give you the chance to do this. Bring it down. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. My name is Emmanuel Kwame Apia. Otherwise, you popularly know me as Brajik. I've been your host for today to help.